The weirdest 7-Eleven I ever worked at. There is a man across the street. He has been standing in the exact same spot for 6 hours, not waiting for a bus, not smoking to pass time, just watching the store. Cold blue eyes locked on the glass doors, like he is counting something. By the end of this shift, I'm going to find my girlfriend's eyes have turned that exact same color. And a man wearing his coat is going to die in the street on my drive home. I still don't know what any of it means, but I need you to hear this from the beginning because I think it's still happening. Somewhere. To someone else. Okay, so quick background. I have worked gas stations and convenience stores for years now. It's not glamorous, but it's got one perk. If your plans fall through, you can almost always pick up a last-minute shift. Easy cash. That Friday, my plans fell through. I had a date with my girlfriend, Abigail. Abby's got an autoimmune condition, and her meds make it rough for her to go out sometimes. She texted me that morning saying she was not feeling good and asked if we could push to next week. Bummer, sure, but not exactly rare. So instead of sulking, I grabbed an SOS shift. Graveyard, north side of town, a store I'd never actually worked, but had been inside a handful of times as a customer. Now look, you work one graveyard shift, you basically work them all. That's what I thought anyway. The manager pulled me into the back office before I even clocked in. So you're the one covering graveyard tonight? That's me. How much experience you got with graveyard shifts? It's not my main shift, but I've done plenty. Something in her face loosened. Relief, I think. She explained that a lot of day shift people pick up these SOS requests and have no idea how brutal an all-nighter actually is on the body. Then she started listing the usual stuff. Check the cooler temps. Clean a display case. Standard chores every store has its own version of. And then, it got weird. If a really dirty guy comes in asking for a pack of spuds, tell him we're out. Tell him Lucky Strike just released a menthol, same price. I had no idea what a brand of potato chips had to do with menthol cigarettes. Figured it was some inside joke about a regular tweaker. I'll let it go. There's a woman who comes around sometimes. She'll try to get you to step outside with her. Don't. And make sure she's fully gone before you go out for a smoke or cleaned a lot. That one landed different. What happens if I follow her out? The manager opened her mouth, then stopped herself. Thought about it. Honestly, I don't know. But a lot of our night crew just stopped showing up. None of the ones still here have ever followed her out. She paused for a second. For all I know, she kills them. Or she's recruiting them for some other job, off the books, off camera. I don't know. I'm just a little superstitious. Okay, I said slowly. Clean the coolers, sell menthol Luckies, don't follow strange women outside. One more thing. A regular comes by sometimes, asks if his son's working tonight. Tell him Oliver got moved to days. Not the weirdest ask. Employers don't always want schedules given out, since stalkers exist even in small towns. So I figured this one had already been cleared with the employee in question. And last thing, she said, system glitches at the day changeover. Make sure you clock out at 11:59, then clock back in at 12:01. I'll fix your hours manually on my end. Fine. Whatever. Every store has got its quirks. Shift starts at 8 p.m. Stores slammed with Friday night beer run energy. I am ringing people up back to back when I clock him for the first time. Tall, puffy, black coat. Hood up. Face mask on. Standing across the street. At first I think, bus stop maybe, but the stop is yards away. And buses keep coming and going. And he doesn't move. Just stands there. Smoking. Staring at the store. By 10 p.m. things slow down. I step out for a cigarette. He is still there. Same spot. Same stare. A guy rounds the corner toward the entrance. I pull my smoke out and head back in to help him. This guy is rough. Grime baked into every crease of his skin like it's been there for years. Overalls patched so many times you can't tell what the original fabric was. Old-timey prospector vibes. Pack of spuds, he coughs. Right in my direction. We are well past COVID paranoia at this point, but a stranger coughing a foot from my face still isn't my favorite thing. That's when I notice it. His eyes, Steel blue. Same as the guy across the street. Would you like a mask, sir? He blinks at me like I have spoken another language. Excuse me? So you don't get anyone sick? I say, holding out a paper mask. He ignores it completely. Just the spuds. Right. I remember. Oh, actually, we're out of spuds. I turn, grab a pack of menthol Luckies off the shelf. These just came in, though. Same price. His eyes go wide. Cheap Luckies? In menthol now. He sets 2 dimes on the counter. Doesn't wait for change. Doesn't wait for me to scan anything. Just takes the pack and walks. When I go to put the dimes in the register, something is off. The face on the front doesn't look like any president I recognize. Looks more like the Statue of Liberty. The back has got some kind of axe engraved on it. So not only did this guy dine and dash a pack of smokes, he paid with fake money that isn't even trying to look real. Tweakers, man. I shrug it off. Slow hour after that. Around 11, a guy walks in who's clearly irregular. Bursts out laughing the second he sees me. Ah shit, they got some poor new guy on graveyard. His jacket, his mask. Familiar setup. For a second, I wonder if he's the guy from across the street. Then I catch his eyes. Dark brown. Not him. And across the street, my specter is still there. Still smoking. Still watching. Just floating tonight, I tell him. Picking up hours. Cool. Well, guess I know why I won't be seeing you again. He grabs a 12-pack of Modelo Pays, then asks, Hey, you got a lighter? I'll trade you a cigarette for it. We step outside together. I ask him what he meant about not seeing me again. This place is weird, man. I don't even know. He takes a big drag. Every time I come in here, it's either someone new or someone standing around looking at old photos on their phone. Old photos of what? The store. Old people. This lot has been some kind of convenience store forever, I guess. Since the mines were running. He flicks ash. One of the last guys who worked here told me about the old Texaco that burned down on this exact spot. Guy was napping in the back during his graveyard shift. Didn't make it out. Something cold slides down my spine. Said his name was like Hunter something. Or something Hunter. Oliver. His whole face lights up. Yeah, that's it. Oliver Hunter. What about the girl? No clue on her. The way he answers instantly, with no confusion about which girl, that unsettles me more than the answer itself. He lights another cigarette and hands the lighter back. You seen her yet? No. You might not. The Spuds guy, he's basically guaranteed. Her? Not so much. What does she even look like? My manager just said don't follow her outside, no other details. Whatever she wants to look like, I think. Or maybe there's more than one of her. He shrugs. Point is, anytime a woman out here asks you to step out for a smoke, or help carry something to her car, graveyard folks learn real quick to let her down easy. And him. I nod across the street. No idea. I respect the look, though. He grins, tugging at his own matching coat. Probably just on Fent. That stuff messes people up bad. Had a cousin who... A wave of customers rounds the corner before he finishes. Bar crowd. They start trickling in around 11. Beer runs before heading home to keep the night going. I stump my cigarette and get back behind the counter. Mostly buzzballs. A few beatboxes. A pack of Fireball minis. Then, at the back of the line, a man dressed like he walked out of a noir film. Thick wool coat. Fedora. Sets down a 6-pack of Budweiser and pays cash. As I bag it, he looks up from his wallet. By the way, is my son working tonight? His eyes are blue. That same steel blue. Oliver, right? I think he got moved to days. He nods, thanks me, and leaves. I step back out for another smoke, hoping to catch the regular again, but he is gone. One more cigarette, but in the ashtray than there should be. I pat my pockets. He kept my lighter. Across the street, the glow of a cigarette. Same spot. Still there. Still watching. Hey, I shout. Could I use your lighter? Nothing. No reaction at all. I'll trade you a cigarette for it. And for the first time all night, he reacts. His eyes go wide, but he doesn't move an inch. I give up. Head back inside to just buy a lighter off the rack. Was that you yelling out there? I know that voice. I turn around, and it's Abby. I look at her eyes. Blue, but not that steel-cold blue I have been collecting all night. Just her. Her regular, warm blue eyes. Yeah, some guy borrowed my lighter and never gave it back. I was trying to see if the guy across the street, and then it actually hits me. Wait, I thought you weren't feeling good tonight. Why are you out here? She looks away. At the chips. At the soda case. Anywhere but me. I felt a little better. Wanted a drink. Figured I'd swing by and grab something. Fair, but this store is clear across town. There's one a block from your place. Her face falls a little. I just felt bad about canceling again. This is the third weekend in a row I've had to bail. She looks up, fighting back tears. Abby is tough, but her health makes her feel unreliable sometimes, no matter how many times we all tell her that's not true. I pull her into a hug. You don't have to do that for me, hon. I love seeing you, but your health comes first. Always. Thank you, she says, her voice cracking. Let me grab a Pepsi real quick. Maybe we smoke together, and then I'll head home. Of course. I ring her up, using the employee discount like always when she visits, and walk her to the door. I glance at the clock. 11:59. Hold on, I just gotta clock out real fast. It's fine, Anon. Just come outside with me. It'll only take a second, promise. No, that stops me cold. Abby doesn't do demanding. Not over 2 minutes. Babe, seriously, it's 30 seconds. You never want to be around me. She turns back toward me, and something in her voice has changed. You like that I'm always sick, don't you? My neediness makes you feel important. But you don't have the decency to be there when I actually need you. You always make me spend what little healthy time I get waiting for you to stop being repulsed by my snot and my sores and my coughing. She turns fully around. Her eyes are steel blue now. I don't wait. I don't argue. Bolt for the office. Her voice follows me, getting louder. I clock out. Louder. I count 60 seconds in my head. Louder. I clock back in. Silence. Total, immediate silence. I walk back out to the floor. She is gone. The man across the street. Gone. The fake dimes from the register gone. The cash the regular paid with gone too. And the rest of the shift just plays out like any other night. I lock the beer cage at 2. Help a couple of stragglers dig through a badly stocked cooler. Business as usual until my relief walks in at 4 a.m. Oh good, he says. You're still here. That's it. That's all he says. I clock out. Grab my keys. Walk to my car. On the way, without really meaning to, I count the cigarette butts across the street. Same number as before. So maybe he had been real the whole time. I didn't want to know badly enough to check. I just wanted to sleep. On the drive home, I hit police lights. Traffic slowed to a crawl. Looked like a pedestrian had been hit right in the middle of the block. I only caught one detail clearly as I passed. Puffy black coat. The same one the regular had been wearing. The same one the man across the street had been wearing all night. Abigail swears to this day that she was never at that store. When I told her everything, she reminded me of something that stopped me cold. I never told her I picked up that shift. I never told her which store. She had no way of knowing. I still get SOS requests for graveyard shifts at that 7-Eleven sometimes. I ignore every single one. Sometimes I wonder what the manager tells the next person who says yes. Probably something like, if the guy across the street asks to borrow your lighter, don't give it to him. He won't give it back.